Hello everybody, my name is Starrapter. Welcome to the channel. This is my spoiler-filled review for Peacemaker Season 2, the premiere episode. And man, oh man, I really enjoyed this. My top level thoughts, I thought this was a great return to form for the series. I really love Season 1. We get caught up on all the characters. It's 6 months after the events of Season 1, so we're seeing the fallout of what happened with those crazy starfish things attacking everybody and taking people over. But then we're also seeing a softer side to Chris Smith, aka Peacemaker. We're seeing, the multiverse in different ways and different effects there, and just crazy stuff that shocked me, stuff that touched my heart, stuff that just made me really excited. So I think this show really got exciting just from the recap as we realize, wait a minute, this is the DCU, because this is previously on the DCU. Okay, we're not in the DCEU anymore, and that is firmly set by James Gunn, just blatantly retconning that ending of Season 1 when the Justice League arrives to help them out, or at least arrived late. No, we have them actors replaced by the characters that we've seen in Superman. So instead of seeing Aquaman and the Flash, we're seeing Mr. Terrific, we're seeing Supergirl, we're seeing Superman, we're seeing Guy Gardner, Hawk Girl, all these characters, which is just funny because, I was going into this expecting okay, they're dealing with the multiverse. Like a simple fix for all this would be Chris Smith, Peacemaker, ends up in the Superman universe and no one else comes with him. And that's a simple way of doing it. But no, James Gunn's just like, nah, we're not going to make this too convoluted for the viewers. Let's just go ahead, cut the cord now and just say, that scene never happened. It was actually these characters there. And that's just a brilliant way of doing it. Plain and simple. So jumping in to the show proper, I really want to talk about all the high-level thoughts of what sequences and different things I really enjoyed from this first episode. And not even really getting into the heart of the episode yet, we're getting another intro, guys. And I heard about this beforehand. They have completely redone and did another intro for specifically Season 2. So you have all these different characters like the alien thing from the interdimension portal, and you have, Rick Flag Sr. now in the mix. You have one of his lieutenants or whoever. Just basically double the amount of characters, a different musical track, and they all end up in a dog pile. I was laughing out loud, busting a gut laughing. Again, they captured that energy, that really just the Peacemaker feel to it all. Getting into the first sequence here, which was really fun, is him going for an interview. Chris Smith, aka Peacemaker, going to an interview to be part of the Justice Gang. And there we have Hawk Girl, we have Guy Gardner, and we also have Maxwell Lord, which was nice to see. That's actually James Gunn's brother. And it's just a really good comedic timing part, but it really just, again, it adds into the importance of, putting together these characters. This is one seamless universe. There was a reason why James Gunn allows Superman to be on digital a week before this show, because he knew that these characters were going to be there. He wants people to really understand that this is all connected. It's a really big connected universe. Everybody should be caught up. So yeah, watch Superman before you watch this. But I really enjoyed the banter. Again, comedic timing, just the name calling, all that sort of stuff, what you would expect. Just really good stuff there. And again, more connections. We have Rick Flag Sr., who is being positioned more as like the villain, right? Because now he is replacing Amanda Waller, who has now been kind of kicked out because Adebayo, her daughter, framed her, as the leader of Task Force X, that basically ousted her. And now we have Rick Flag Sr., and now he's able to carry out his agenda, which is having vengeance for his son, Rick Flag, because he was killed in the Suicide Squad by Chris Smith, Peacemaker. So there we have it. And he was also in the first DCU project, Creature Commandos, with Rick Flag Sr., although he had blonde whitish hair, so apparently he dyed his hair. But it's cool seeing that jump of Frank Grillo from Creature Commandos into Superman for a little quick cameo, and as a major player in the live action first DCU series here, or at least season, Peacemaker 1. Might as well call that all canon at this point. Most of the Suicide Squad is canon at this point. The big thing here is the interdimensional travel and really expanding on that and seeing how important this is for the character of Chris Smith, seeing the layers of him dealing with the fact that he's seeing a different version of his father who is dead in his own universe, father that is treating him with tenderly loving care, as well as a brother that he never even really grew up to know much because he had to fight him and accidentally killed him in a bare knuckle fight. So there's a lot of good, deep feels in this show that is mainly just like a lot of fun and action, and we got a lot of that in this episode as well, but it really just kind of pulls at the heartstrings already in episode 1. And seeing that deep, big ramification, big payoff moment, or not payoff, but like big shock and awe moment at the end of the episode when, they're fighting him versus his other version, and it's a really cool fight. I will say the choreography has been great. Seeing the other version of Peacemaker with the jetpacks, with these shrieking helmet things, and then getting magnetized and killed with this spike thing on the ceiling, and it's like, okay, what's gonna happen now? He's got to fill in the shoes of his other version to be in that version of the universe he wants to be in more, and that's gonna cause a big ethic morality debate of which universe to be in. Right, this is the universe he wanted to have a whole nice family, but can you really be there when everybody else in the other world needs your help? So I'm really looking forward to diving into that. But even the other side characters have really cool stories, like Atabaya, right? She framed her own mother for having, problems, and now she can't get a job because of all of that political backlash of her, blowing the whistle, so to speak, on her mother. Now she is not going to be having a job. And the same thing with Harcourt being part of this project Argus and getting kicked out of Argus, and now she can't find a job either, and that's all she's ever known. So again, character layers. James Gunn has done a great job writing and directing this episode to really show that this isn't just about Chris Smith, but it's about the entire team. Even Economos having to spy on Chris Smith as the only one left in Argus by Rick Flag Sr., like, he's not wanting to do that either. So very interesting stuff there. I'm really liking where this series is going. The first episode is a high recommendation for me, but what did you guys think? What did you think about this episode? Let's talk about it in the comment section down below. For more on the DCU, I have a review for the premiere episode of Creature Commandos as well as for Superman as well, but I will say James Gunn off to a great start with this brand new universe. Oh, by the way, there happens to be a full-on orgy in this episode. Very graphic. Just be aware that there is an orgy in this show. So if you're watching this, make sure you do it in the privacy of your own home. All right. So with that being said, I'll look to you guys on the other side for the next video here, and subscribe so you never miss another video. Thanks for watching, and bye-bye.